Hey, what's up, y'all? Marzik79 here. We are back again today to cover some new Dragon Ball action figure news. Today, Tamashii Nations announced that the Android 21, the main antagonist from Dragon Ball FighterZ, will be making an appearance in the SH Figuarts line. He is scheduled to go up for pre-order tomorrow. The price has not been announced yet. Feeling kind of worried about this one. This was definitely not a character specifically that I wanted for my collection. I have the original Android 21 that came out a couple of years back, the pink Majin Buu lookalike version. This version said is the version of her that how she appeared when she first appeared in the video game. This is a interesting choice personally for me. I feel like there's a ton of other characters that represents Dragon Ball Z, GT, and Super that do not have action figures at all whatsoever. That's kind of shocking and baffling to me that they would choose this character to be represented in the SH Figuarts line. I'm not hating on the character. I promise I'm not. I'm sure there's a ton of people who are going to love her inclusion and will end up being their favorite figure out of the line. Listen, like I said, not hating on this character. I'm just saying there was a ton of other Dragon Ball Z, Super, or GT choices that could have been utilized before we got this representation of this video game waifu character. That's all I'm saying. So what I have done today is compiled a list of characters that SH Figuarts has not touched that we desperately need figures for, and they need to be represented in this line. So let's get started. Number 10, Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Hey, SH Figuarts, you kind of semi-announced this figure last year. You gave us the Super Saiyan Goku. How come you couldn't just include the Super Saiyan 2 head sculpt with the Super Saiyan body? I'm not understanding. Did we really need an additional entire figure just for the Super Saiyan 2 Goku head? Haven't we all collected enough customs of this form of Goku to add to our shelves and collections? Surely you know by now how important this form is. He took this form to give us one of the greatest fights in Dragon Ball Z history, the fight against Majin Vegeta. He has utilized this form numerous times in Dragon Ball Super as well. I do not understand why you have not given us this one form in retail form of Goku yet. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think this is the only major form that Goku has ever taken that we do not have in SH Figuarts official. Let me say that, in official, of course, we all most likely have the Fairy Tail Customs version. That's personally my favorite version of the form that I've ever seen in figure form, but it's the only one that has never received an official release from anybody. Not Dragon Stars, not Figuarts, not SH Figuarts. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Number 9, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. It's obvious. We all know and respected how the Super Saiyan 4 Goku figure blew up on its announcement and on its release. It ended up being one of my favorite figures of the year, so there's no reasoning why we have not at least seen a prototype or some kind of an announcement of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta yet. We all know he's coming. It's got to be soon. Honestly, I give it within the next couple of months, but he's got to be coming soon. Come on, SH Figuarts. Don't make us wait too long. That form of Vegeta is one of my personal favorites. I've always been a super fan of the Super Saiyan 4 form. That is no secret if you've seen any of my Super Saiyan 4 videos. And then, of course, obviously, there's no way we can have the only representation of GT on the shelf by his lonesome for long. Gotta get that Vegeta in, man. Come on, let's make it happen. Number 8, second form Frieza. Yes, sir. We have got to get this monstrosity of a character into the SH Figuarts line. There will be so much that you can do with this version of Frieza. You could convert him into King Ko. You can have him torture Krillin. You can have him torture Vegeta or Kid Gohan, especially the Namekian versions when they come out. Gotta have it, man. This was such a cool looking form for Frieza. This is really when he starts to showcase how powerful he truly is. Don't forget, at this level, his power level is over 1 million. Haha, gotta love it. But Vegeta thought he was lying, but most likely not, though. Not to mention, I feel like he was in this form for at least 10 episodes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he fought a ton of the Z fighters in this form, man. He fought Krillin, Gohan, chased around Vegeta, fought Piccolo. This was such a fun form. We've got to have this version of Frieza, man. Come on. Number 7, the movie character Tapion from The Wrath of the Dragon. We've got to get this character in. You know why? Because he virtually is a spitting image of Link from The Legend of Zelda. He has the magic sword, the magic ocarina. He can play the ocarina. He can utilize his ocarina to make vortexes into another dimension with his ocarina. His magic sword can cut down evil beings. He has elf ears like Link as well. He even has a cape. He has pointy hair. If this hair was blonde, oh my god, it would basically be Link. He even has brown gloves. We've got to get Tapion in. I love this character. And most important of all, this is the character that supposedly gave Trunks his sword. If you've seen Wrath of the Dragon, you understand that Haruta guy is basically Ganon. And I loved it. So please, SH Figuarts, make this character for all of your Dragon Ball Z / The Legend of Zelda fans that love this character. We desperately need it to add to our shelves. Thank you. Number 6, Android 19. Come on, SH Figuarts. These fight scenes with Android 19 were so freaking fun to watch. I would love to get this version of this character onto my shelf so that I can recreate some of these iconic scenes of him sucking the life out of Kakarot and Vegeta absolutely demolishing him. He would have to come with rippable arms, maybe kind of like Android 16, and he would have to come with the disembodied head like you're seeing on screen right now. And then you would have to figure out some kind of way to get Vegeta a Big Bang attack so that we could create the iconic scene of him shooting the Big Bang attack at him while 19 is running away, experiencing fear for the first time as a machine. That would be absolutely amazing. Please, we're getting Dr. Gero. We have to get Android 19 too. It's just elementary. We gotta have him. Number 5, Pycon. When it comes to characters that are not canon to the original manga, like Cooler and Broly, Pycon is so far up that list that he deserves his actual SH Figuarts figure to the point to where it's not even funny. He was such an awesome character. When Goku descended into hell to stop Cell and Frieza in the Ginyu Force, Pycon showcased the power and speed that was easily one of the most powerful beings that we had ever seen in the Dragon Ball anime thus far. Dominated all 5 of them. Crazy. So that is my main reasoning of why we should definitely get a Pycon action figure. The question is, do we get the armored Pycon or the Pycon without the weighted armor, or would SH Figuarts be able to figure out a way to include the armor onto the figure? I would love to see how that gets executed. I think with the proper resources and the proper articulation, that could easily end up being the best figure of the year if it is executed correctly. So please, SH Figuarts, let us get the powerful character Pycon. Then that takes us to number 4, Junimba. Here's the kicker. We already have a Dragon Stars figure for Junimba. You know the drill, SH Figuarts. You know if Dragon Stars make an action figure that you haven't created yet, you know you have to follow suit and make that action figure for that particular character as well. Junimba is actually on Dragon Ball FighterZ as well. It is just so shocking to me that this version of Android 21 got an action figure before Junimba. This villain was so fun in Fusion Reborn. Easily one of my favorite movie villains of all time, even up there with Broly. He's got to be coming soon. I would be shocked if he's not on the cards to be revealed within the next 365 days. If we get to 2023 and we have not seen this figure yet, I would be absolutely shocked. I want some good mouth blast action. I want the blast from his mouth to glow in the dark. I want some shiny sword swinging action. I want some good tail action. I want him to exuberate those facial expressions, that creepy laugh, smile, scream that he does. Oh, it'd be so awesome, man. Gotta have it. Come on, SH Figure Arts. Would love to have another antagonist to take on Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Gogeta. Number 3, Toppo, or if you want to go by the American abbreviation, Top. But I honestly refuse to call him Top. His name is Toppo, and I will continue to call him Toppo because his name is Toppo. Why do we not have this figure yet? Y'all know the drill, SH Figure Arts. Y'all give us the main villain, then y'all give us the main villain's number 2. Even though technically the Pride Warriors are not villains, they're just the antagonists of the Tournament of Power. But come on, man, you know how important Toppo was to the Tournament of Power. He became a god of destruction. I wouldn't necessarily need his clothed version. I would definitely prefer the God of Destruction Toppo. I feel like that would be such an awesome figure. I would be shocked if it didn't come out just as good, if not better, than the 100% Power Jiren. Add the right shading, maybe put a purple tint around him with the God of Destruction Power. Man, that would come out good. I would love to see that figure. That is definitely another one. I would be shocked if it is not at least on the cards. I feel like I have definitely seen his name show up on the cards when Tamashii Nations ask us who we want to see figure-wise. Number 2, Goten and Trunks. How on God's earth have these characters not been made into figure form yet? Not even just SH Figure Arts, but Dragon Stars, Figuarts, do they have something about small children? Well, they can't because they made Kid Gohan. So why have we not gotten Goten and Trunks? It's just baffling to me. I literally do not understand it. They were such an integral part of the Majin Buu saga. They had to train and form the fusion technique to create Gotenks. We got Gotenks. Why would we not get Goten and Trunks? I would love to get these two characters in their Super Saiyan forms and in their regular forms and pose them on the shelves next to their fathers. Somebody please explain this to me. I really don't understand. I don't have any justification or reasoning. There are so many characters that we've already gotten that Goten and Trunks deserve spots over. It's so crazy to me. Please, SH Figure Arts, sometime soon, can we get the young Super Saiyans? I mean, just to pose them at the World Tournament alone. Come on, man. It's crazy to me. Number 1, Kid Buu. And honestly, he should not be any surprise at all whatsoever to any DBZ fan that has been collecting these figures for years. Why do we not have this version of Kid Buu yet? We do have a Dragon Stars version, and we also have a Figuarts version. I have the Figuarts version on my shelf right now, but he doesn't really stand comparable to the Super Buu or the Majin Buu from Figuarts. It is no excuse that they have not made this figure yet. Why didn't they just give him to us at the same time that they gave us Majin Buu and Super Buu? It's literally just a smaller version of Super Buu. He ended up being the final antagonist of the final saga of the manga that made us all fall in love with this anime in the first place, Dragon Ball Z. He was the final villain. Why do we not have his figure yet? It's so crazy. There's no justification for it. He would be so easy to make. He's literally just a smaller version of Super Buu. Come on, SH Figure Arts. And it just doesn't even have any inkling of a news frame or time that he's even been announced. I just don't get it. There's so many characters on this list, but Kid Buu is by far the one that just blows my mind. And that's my list, man. So like I stated at the beginning, I don't hate that we're getting Android 21. I can appreciate it. I just think in the grand pantheon of Dragon Ball characters, there's way more that we should have already received a figure before we got this figure. Just my 2 cents. So what I want to know now is your 2 cents. Do you agree with this list? Do you think we should already have these figures as well before we got Android 21? Do you not care? Do you care? I want to know. Let's talk about it. Let's open up that comment section. Tell me all about it. So as always, if you like the video, do me a favor, hit that like button. You can follow me at youtube.com/Facebook and TikTok. I'm on all of those social media platforms. Please give me a follow, subscribe to the channel, help support the channel. I really do appreciate it. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. I'll catch you guys later.